this episode of Hulk in the Wild, we drive from Melbourne to Port Douglas through a flooded road, go snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef, and drink delicious mango smoothie.
Good morning everyone, Merry Christmas, welcome to our first big road trip. Yesterday we drove from Melbourne to the border of Victoria and New South Wales, and today we are heading to Queensland.
We have a pretty uneventful drive across New South Wales, only stopping for fuel and lunch. The roads were so quiet that even Anne had to go at driving the van. It's Anne's first time driving the van.
So while he's flying a drone, it's lunchtime. We're 5 hours away from Queensland, so quick pit stop and then we're back on the road.
Look at that, that's a big bugbear.
Yo.
We just got to Burke. We've been on the road for about 8 hours now, and we're about 1.5 hours from the Queensland border. We've still got about 500 kilometers to go. We're gonna keep driving, as still feeling pretty good, and we've still got plenty of time, so we're going to keep on driving and try and get the bulk of the driving done today, so we have less driving tomorrow. We're going to fill up for the third time today at a self-service petrol station, and yeah, we'll make our way into Queensland. Just past the checkpoint and they let us in. Yay!
We're in Queensland, baby!
Now we have another 3 hours to go. What's for dinner tonight?
Canned spaghetti with leftover veggies and bagels.
Yummy. So we still have about 2 hours to go before our stop for today, but we're starving, so we thought we'll stop for some dinner before we continue driving. Misjudged the daylight hours. We forgot that Queensland does not have daylight savings, so now we've been driving in the dark for about an hour, and it's pretty scary. There's a lot of I think they're like locusts or grasshoppers or something, like covered the windscreen, and also the kangaroos. They're appearing out of nowhere. We've got 26 minutes and 44 kilometers to go, and it's a pretty intense drive. I can't wait to get to our stop for the night and have a cold brew. That concludes our first day of driving. We make it through New South Wales into Queensland. We spend the night in Charleville at a service station. Day 1 we covered 1,255 kilometres and over 13 hours of driving. We've stopped at this rest stop by the side of the highway. There's a drop toilet there. It's pretty good. Nice and shady spot.
There's bins everywhere.
Oh, there's bins. Yes, there's bins. Find a lot of bins here out on the highway too, so which is really good.
I was lost and incomplete. I didn't know where I should go. 1,000 pounds upon my soul, and you came from nowhere, and everything fell into place. You make it better every day. You take me away.
We start day 2 by making good time and covering good ground. We were looking at arriving in Port Douglas sometime the following day.
Where are we going?
I don't know, but I'm hoping for some dry, hard-packed road, as this is quite soft. Stuck. Ah, yeah. I don't know what to do. I'm going to try to let down the tyres and see if it will give us more traction. 5 to 10 minutes later, a car drives past and offers us a tow out of the mud. Absolute disaster. The van is bogged, and luckily a nice gentleman has come to help us, but unfortunately his car is 2-wheel drive, and he tried to tow us out, but no luck. So he's going to get someone else to get a 4-wheel drive, and yeah, pretty much right now if it wasn't for that guy. We get a tow out of the mud and we turn around but get bogged again through the same spot. This time Simon had gone and our kind new friend Tracy went and got her neighbour to help us get out again. Yeah, we're out!
What a legend. Good George.
Tracy follows us out to make sure we get off the dirt road safely, and we head back to Aramac. We give Tracy a few travellers and said our goodbyes. As if that wasn't enough drama for the day, we come across more obstacles.
So we are here and we need to get there, but obviously it's flooded because it rained earlier. So Winston's just checking out how deep it is, whether it's safe to bring this guy through after the day he's had. I'm clearing some debris.
Day 2, our plan was to make it to Hughenden, but due to the rains we had to turn back and return to Aramac. We lose about half a day's driving, but are happy to make it through the mud and water safely. We spend the night in Aramac.